The US has conducted another strike against the Houthi rebels in Yemen. It was unilateral by the US and conducted from an American Navy ship with the aim of degrading the Houthis' ability to attack ships in the Red Sea. Our US correspondent, James Matthews, has the details.
Different, the Friday action, from what we had seen 24 hours earlier. On Thursday, it had been action brought about and executed by allies, the United States and the United Kingdom, backed up by others, including Australia and the Netherlands. This time, on Friday night, it was the US acting unilaterally. It was launched from a US Navy ship. The target, we understand, was a Houthi radar facility. There's no immediate word from the Americans as to why this took place. There are a number of possibilities. It may be that, having conducted a damage assessment, looked at the battle damage that they had perpetrated 24 hours earlier, they deemed it necessary to revisit Houthi military facilities in an effort to further degrade their capability, bearing in mind that the Houthis have said that they will retaliate. It may also be a response to something we saw during the day on Friday in the wake of the initial military operation. A Houthi missile was said to have been fired at commercial shipping in the Gulf of Aden. So there are a number of possibilities which will be confirmed presumably in due course, but the Americans have deemed it necessary to revisit Houthi targets in Yemen for a second time. You'll remember that Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and indeed President Joe Biden had spoken of a further attack should that be deemed necessary. US officials were saying that wasn't the plan in the wake of the initial military operation, but clearly the military top brass have seen good reason in their mind to strike again. That comes, as I say, after the threats from the Houthis, after demonstrations in Yemen itself, and after widespread condemnation by countries in the Middle East. It's a fine calculation, clearly, in terms of the military strike to demonstrate and reinforce deterrence on the one hand, but to stop short of something that would trigger an escalation on the other. I imagine the United States, United Kingdom and allies are encouraged by a response from adversaries and other countries concerned, a response that stops short of any kind of sense that that will feed in to a serious military escalation. Condemnation, yes, but nothing that smacks of a military conflagration or any country or any militia indeed minded to trigger something far more serious, a situation far more serious than we have at the moment.